in other words. And this is a powerful principle that means that each human being ultimately, and together collectively, each group of people have a right to self-determination. And that's what I'm here today to speak to you primarily about, is this universal concept of self-determination. Because I've been to a number of rallies for different groups fighting for freedom and independence around the world, in places like Syria and Yemen and Khalistan, which is not yet a country, and others. And typically, I look at you folks today and I see a crowd that's probably at least 90% ethnic Tibetan. And that's typical of these kinds of groups. The challenge, I think, before you is to communicate your message and your truth and the injustices that have been done to you to the broader public that's not paying attention. And each of these other groups for independence, these secessionist movements around the world, face a similar challenge. And I would like to try to build bridges between yourselves and your different groups, and also between the groups and the libertarian movement, which stands for global freedom. Because Tibet's population, is somewhere around 3 million. China's population is somewhere around 1 billion. That's like a third of 1%. So you're going to need help if you're going to get this vast group of people to acknowledge and respect your rights and your cultural independence and your political independence. And I think that one key way you can do that is by building bridges to the people who are fighting for freedom inside China and in other parts of China. There's multiple secessionist movements in China today that are very active, and China as a whole, I think, is ripe for revolution. When we marched by the Chinese consulate today, you may have noticed there was a group outside the consulate already protesting against the Chinese regime. How many of you heard of the Falun Gong or Falun Dafa? Okay, a lot of people have. So these movements are also struggling for freedom in China, and I think if you support their cause, they will support yours, and band together with people, seeking democracy in Hong Kong, and freedom in Xinjiang, and independence for Taiwan, but not even just within the borders of China, but outside of the borders of China. There's other groups of stateless people, the Palestinians, the Kurds, people in Khalistan, which is in northern India, the Kashmir region. So I would like to see solidarity for all these people on the principle of self-determination and independence for all people. If any people has a majority in any region of the world, which you do in Tibet, you should be able to have independence. No questions asked, period. Doesn't matter what the government is that's trying to keep control of that land, whether it's the United States or China or Russia, you deserve your freedom and independence. So thank you very much for hearing me today, and please check out the libertarian movement. I think it can help you and support the Libertarian Party if you would. Thank you.